Yesterday, I accidentally stepped on my Bluetooth, crushed the thing to death. So I'm in the Rite Aid to get another one. Then something happened. I'll tell you what it was in a minute. But after it happened, everyone turned and looked at me like I said, all right, hands up, hands to the sky, nobody move, this is a robbery, and I ain't playing no fucking games.
All right, everybody shut up and do what I say. Anybody move, I'll blow your fucking head off.
This is how people turned and looked at me. And what happened? What did I do? I sneezed. That's all I did. But everybody turned and looked at me like I just tried to kill them. And when I say everybody turned and looked, I mean that literally. Everybody in my vicinity turned and looked at me. And even the two cashiers in the front that wasn't even by me paused and looked at me for a second. Everybody just looked at me. And when I went to get in the line, people were moving a little bit away from me, like I just unleashed some bioweapon in the store, even though I had my mask on and everything. Hold that thought. I'll get back to it later.
Excuse me. Excuse me, what are you doing? Why do you seem to know what's in there? Is there a hole? Oh my God. Baby, why are you always finding donuts? Birds can't have donuts. It's too much. Uh-oh.
There's a way I hear a lot of people describing the modus operandi of the ones who some call the elite or the 1%. I disagree with that description. You see the cockatoo at the box of donuts. The way the modus operandi is described is they're playing chess while we're playing checkers. And that's supposed to imply that the public needs to be as advanced as the elite, who I call the imperialist. I disagree with people describing it as chess, and I especially disagree with the ones who suggest that we should be more advanced. I'll tell you what I mean after you see what happens when the parrot comes.
Birds can't have donuts. It's too much. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that's not going to go over very well. Whoa. You tell him. He can't have your donut, right? Do you want me to give it to... Do you want me to give your donut to Cody? I'm going to give Cody your donut. Jersey, you can't. You can't have the donut, baby. Okay. Time to move them. Stop. I have to take them away, okay? Alright? Put them over here.
Chases the parrot away. Meanwhile, the owner has the whole box of donuts. The cockatoo only expects to get a little bit, but again, the owner has the whole box of donuts, which is enough for the parrot and the cockatoo, but the cockatoo shoos the parrot away instead of attacking the owner. The games the 1% plays with the citizenry is not complicated at all. It's not chess they're playing. They're playing checkers. Because the things they do are very simple. It's our reaction to what they do is what complicates things. We react to each other like the cockatoo chased the parrot away. This is how our different groups react to each other when it comes to the distribution of what we see as resources. Like what happened in Rite Aid, and how easy it is to turn the public against itself. Have you seen these fight videos in these stores? When someone notices a person not standing the recommended 6 feet from them, they'll confront the person, then the fight breaks out. This is not chess, it's checkers. It's been checkers, and we've refused to play it. So, target assessment. We've been the targets, but I've talked a few times before about how being the target of one's aggressions still can be used against the aggressor. And that's all this commentary is about. Just knowing the role we've been playing the whole time and how we've been getting played.
You can't have a donut. No. Donuts aren't for birds. I said no.